The next stock we're going to take a look at is GME. Why GME? GME right now with the issue with AMC was popping, GME was also popping. Right now this trend is going to be the bone of contention for GME. So keep an eye out on this $28 area. If we break this area... Good morning, good afternoon, good evening guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome. Wherever you are in this world, you're welcome to this channel. Well, I'll be talking about a few stocks on this video, and we'll be analyzing it. We'll be pretty much talking about what the market looks like, what I'm expecting the market to do in the coming days. Right now, taking a look at the market, how we really closed, we pretty much closed, you know, in a very good spot, but however we were down by, you know, fraction, okay, down by 0.12%. okay. So looking at the broader market, we're looking at the SPY, SPY, S&P 500 ETF. This is what we got going on right now in the market. Okay, this is just the 6 months range interval. Right now, we are really working the 200 moving average. That is what we're doing right now. This huge candle was because of Powell, Jay Powell, which is the Fed chairman, right? So he was speaking, and then the market took a dive, a really good solid dive to the upside, or if you may call it a push to the upside, and then we started finding issue right around the 408 area. But come Thursday, we pushed through right into 410, which is our resistance spot, okay? Which is our resistance spot right here. Now, we opened up Friday and couldn't get past that previous 2-day candle right here, the day that the chairman spoke. So now the problem is going to be if we cannot get past 408 into 410, I'll be expecting the market to really come back to the 200 moving average. That I'll be expecting the market to do. And if that 200 doesn't hold as a support, okay, and consolidate around there, then we'll pull lower below $400 per share in the market. Looking at it in 1 year view, you're gonna see that we've always had this area as a form of resistance, okay, and that is what is going on right now. This trend right here, this 410 is our resistance, okay. So keep an eye out on that. Based on this is not an indication of what could happen next, but I'm expecting a retest of what, the 390 in the long run. So keep an eye out on the market. Whatever you're doing, just take a very decent size on your portfolio. Now, we spent too much time in the market. Let's get into the trade. Looking at the market as well, we close up 0.12% down, right? And this is what the broader outlook looks like. The energy down, and also the semiconductors, basically the technology also way down on the market. Also, for your 1 month performance in the market, this is what the 1 month performance look, with energy not really doing too good, and healthcare as well. Our first stock is gonna be Meta. Meta right now, I'm looking at Meta and thinking, wow, Meta actually filled the gap, okay? They filled this gap, and now we're fighting the 50 exponential moving average, broke through it, and now we're working on this gap. If we can hold right above 124, 125, we should be okay to continue to push to the upside. That means the gap has been officially broken to the upside, okay? Then this downtrend is gonna really define, but I'm expecting a retest of this downtrend right here. I'm expecting a retest of this spot, and then we can continue to push to the 200 moving average. So keep an eye out. The next week and into Feds will be really critical in the market, so keep an eye out on that as well. The next stock we're going to take a look at is GME. Why GME? GME right now with the issue with AMC was popping, GME was also popping. Right now this trend is going to be the bone of contention for GME, so keep an eye out on this $28 area. If we break this area and hold, then I'll be looking for more into the $30. RSI is 55% on that. GM as well, General Motors, this is the trend I will be watching. Any pullback to this 200 moving average, I will be going long. But guess what? This is also a very bullish, bearish sentiment, because why? Our 200 moving average is crossing down, you know, on the 20, or you can say the 20 is crossing up to the upside. Means, you know, we need this to start coiling back up, and then we'll be okay. We need it to start coiling back up, and then we should be all right, and gonna continue to push to the upside. This trend is going to be your resistance spot. AMD as well, I'm looking at $80. $80 has been acting as a resistance, so keep an eye out on that area. But for now, your support is going to be this trend. If this trend does not hold, guys, then we're looking at the 20 exponential moving average, which is $72 in the coming days. Tesla, oh my goodness, wow, me, wow. Well, right now, Tesla, we're looking at this trend right now on Tesla, with support right around the 20 exponential moving average. That is where our support is going to be. Okay, if we cannot hold that 190 spot, then I'll be expecting more to the downside, right into 180, 185. So keep an eye out on Tesla. But our ultimate resistance is $200. Okay, the IWM as well, looking at the IWM, we see that IWM is really looking like we want to really consolidate around this 200 moving average. So keep an eye out on small price stocks as well. SQ, which is square or block, aka $70 is going to act as our resistance, so keep an eye out on that side. Looking at Apple as well, Apple is another one, long term. In terms of long term, right now we're fighting. I thought we'll really push through this area, but guess what, it did not happen. So we're looking at breaking down back into 45. If 45 breaks, guys, we can shoot right into $41, $42 on the name, so keep an eye out as well. Unity Software as well, we are breaking out right now on Unity Software with price target right around $50, so keep an eye out. If this $40 holds, then we can continue to push right into $50 on Unity Software. Also looking at Ultra Beauty or Ulta Beauty, AULTA. Right now we're breaking this trend to the upside. Keep an eye out. We made this double top right here. See if that area really holds and continue. But for now, our support is 460 on that name. FSTR as well. Right now we're back to about $9 area. That is going to be our support for now, $9.25. So keep an eye out on that as well. First Solar right now, we're looking at this trend. This is going to be our trend, guys. This trend right here, this is going to be our trend, and this area is going to act as our support for now. We're just channeling right now and see if price can hold 7. If it doesn't hold 7 area as a support, then we'll go back down. But if it holds this area, then we can push through 20 and 50 exponential moving average to the upside. Talking about Costco as well, Costco pretty much did bad in terms of numbers, but guess what, we just, you know, got to resistance, which is this area right here, which also coincides with our trend, of course, right? And then just sold right off, didn't even respect the 200 moving average, and then boom to the downside. Next area is 480. If we continue to sell off, 480 is going to be our support. I'm thinking about grabbing some right around 480 if it visits that spot, if the market starts pushing lower as well. So keep an eye out on that name. AXSM, right now we're looking at $80 as our resistance. That is our spot. Right now we're consolidating right around the $70, $75 area, and we broke right through it. So $80 is going to be our next spot if it comes. But overall, I'm looking for a $70 break so that we can really push back down to 65. So keep an eye out on that as well. Also, we're looking at NFLX. Okay, NFLX is another name you got to keep an eye out on, because right now we have this channel. This is our up channel right now, so we're trending to the upside. Okay, on NFLX. See how we really push right into this gap, and now this gap is already filled on NFLX. Okay, this gap is already filled, so Right now, I'll be expecting back down to 290 at least on NFLX. But if we continue, good. But other than that, I'll be looking for some form of a pullback down to the 290 or even to this trend area in terms of support. Guys, it has been my pleasure to analyze these stocks for you. If you have any ticker you want me to take a look at, just feel free. But however, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now we also have this right here, right? This is also another bearish looking shape. It's either we fall to the downside or we push to the upside to get out of this Amazon side. So AMZN, I'm looking for more to the downside on AMZN because of the pattern we got going on. This trend right here is going to act as our support for now. ADSK, this one right now, we're looking at 200 moving average. That is what we got going on right now. 200 moving average, which is also our $200 spot. That is going to be our support for now. Guys, thank you for being here. I'm gonna post the remaining chart up, even like Meta and also like Ford or Microsoft. I'm gonna post them up on my Twitter account, so keep an eye out on those. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.